guys. So today our objective is students will be able to identify and label each part of the water cycle. So, any idea of how does it rain? Any clues? No? Alright, and where does the water go after it rains? Go ahead.
When it rains, it goes down to the lake, and then when the heat comes up, the water comes back up, I think.
Wow. You go, girl. You guys have a lesson. Alright. Alright, so where does the question, where does the water go? Very good. Alright, so for our first slide, it says, water never leaves the earth. It is constantly being cycled through the atmosphere, ocean, and the land. This process is known as the water cycle, which is driven by the energy from the sun. The water cycle is crucial to the existence of life on our planet. You guys believe that? You need water to live? Alright, so during the first part of the water cycle, the sun heats up liquid water and changes it to a gas, which is the process of evaporation. Water that evaporates from Earth's oceans, lakes, rivers, and moist soil rises up into the atmosphere, just like Shauna told us. Our next step in the process, as the water in the form of gas rises higher into the atmosphere, it starts to cool and becomes a liquid again. This process is called condensation. When a large amount of the water vapor condenses, it results in the formation of clouds. Okay. When the water in the clouds gets too heavy, the water falls back to the earth, and this is called precipitation, which is what? What is it?
Lightning and thunder.
But what is the water? What is that? What do we call that? When it lightnings and thunders, the water falls to the earth, it rains. Good job. When rain falls on the land, some of the water absorbs into the ground, forming pockets of water called groundwater. Most groundwater eventually returns to the ocean. Other precipitation, which we just said it was, precipitation is rain, runs directly into streams or rivers. Water that collects in rivers, streams, and ocean is called runoff. Okay, and that's our PowerPoint. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to actually put our own water cycle up on the board. So do we remember what our first step in the water cycle was?
When I just said earlier?
Yes, what was the first thing you said?
When it rains, it goes down on ground and lakes, and the heat comes up and it goes back up.
Okay, what was the word for that we used when it heats up the water and it goes up? Starts with an E. Evaporation. Alright? So this is the first step of the water cycle because you gotta start somewhere. It can't just rain without water, right? Up in the clouds, right? So that's evaporation. We see the water being heated up into water vapor. It's going up the clouds. Alright, so what is our next step in the water cycle? We have evaporation. What happens when the water gets up in the sky? It turns into, go ahead.
Liquid.
Precipitation, almost, but it has to, we're water vapor now, so it has to turn back into what? It's just a vapor, so it has to turn back into what? Condensation. Good job, Ben. Alright, so our next step is condensation, which when the water vapor, it turns into water what? Water drops. Bubbles, same thing. Good job. Alright, so after condensation, then what happens? Precipitation. And what is precipitation? Rain. Very good. And after it rains, what happens to all of this water? Does it just sit? Or what does it do?
It dries up.
It dries up, but it has to, but for some of it, yes, it does evaporate again and start the cycle over. But what happens when it rains a whole lot? It doesn't just sit in one place. It what? Runoff. Very good. Where does it run to? What are the big? When we go to the beach, what is that called?
River.
A river. Or what?
Ocean.
Ocean. Very good. All right, and once it gets here, we start the whole cycle again. Got it? Okay, so now our next step is we're going to watch a quick video. So let me go ahead and take these down. All right, so we're going to watch a short clip from a Bill Nye video on the water cycle. Okay?
You should know that it all starts with the sun. Evaporated oceans and lakes. We're here to tell you about the water cycle makes it. Evaporation makes it. Condensation makes it. Sun heats the ocean molecules go round and round. Going faster, they begin to jump up and down. Become water vapor flying up to the sky. Get together from a cloud. My oh my, I'm talking about condensation. You know it's fine. Water from the earth evaporates to the sky. Then what condenses must come down just the same. And when it does, it's wiggity rain. You know that rain is precipitation. Collects and starts to evaporate. And then it starts all over, and that's a fact. That's the water cycle. You can believe that. The water cycle makes it. Evaporation makes it. Condensation makes it. The water cycle makes it. Evaporation makes it. Condensation makes it. Your brain is on vacation if you don't know about precipitation. The water cycle never stops, you see. CYCLE. That's the cycle, and you know it's like that. The earth recycles water, you know it's not whack. It's all natural, it's not coincidental. Keep the water clean, 'cause that's environmental. The water cycle makes it. Evaporation makes it. Condensation makes it. Peace of mind here.
Okay. All right. So now our next step, we're going to make a foldable. All right. This is to help us with our vocab words. So first, you're gonna take your construction paper. You're gonna hold it like this. All right. Then we're gonna fold it in the middle, hot dog style. Okay. Go ahead and fold it. Then you got it. There you go. Just like that. It's okay. Alright, so once we have it folded, then you're going to, maybe about 1 inch to 2 inches, you're going to fold it up. Alright? Doesn't matter from the top or bottom, you're just going to fold it. And then once you have that first fold, you're going to keep folding. So you're going to have you're going to end up with 5 folds. Okay? Okay, once you fold it, keep it folded. So fold your first one, maybe 2 to 3 inches, okay? So fold it up to right here. Fold it. Put it right here. Increase it. There you go. Now fold it again. So that when you fold it, it should be very small. Good job. Keep going, Ben. You're gonna fold all the way up. Good job, Ernesto. Good job, Dakota. That's it. Got it? Good job. Keep going. Alright, so when we unroll it, we should have 5. 5 folds. We got 5 folds? Do you?
No.
No? How many you got?
6.
That's okay. That's alright. Alright, you good, Ernesto? You good, Ben? You got 5? Perfect. Alright, on the top one, you're going to write the water cycle. So go ahead and use your pen or pencil. Close it, Ernesto. You're going to keep it closed. I'm sorry. Keep it closed. How we folded it, remember? Hot dog style. To your crease. Open it back up. To your crease. Fold it over that crease. There you go. And at this up top, you got a pencil. You're going to write the water cycle right here. Okay. There you go. All right, we got it ready. Then we're writing the water cycle on the top part. So that our foldable should look like this. You ready? Write it down. Write it down. The water cycle. It's up here. The very first one. Alright, once we got that down, then we're going to go down the list for every fold, and we're going to write different words. Alright, it don't have to be pretty, just as long as you can read it. So, what comes after the T? H. Water. Good, Ben? Good job. You good, Shauna?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, Dakota, you're good?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Alright, so your foldable should end up looking like this. So go ahead and pick up your scissors. You can unfold your paper. And you see the line where we folded it in the middle? We're going to take our scissors and we're only going to cut to the middle. Alright? That we're not cutting all the way through. You should have a flap, just like that, okay? So cut to the center line. Good job, Dakota. Good job, Shauna. So we're going to go ahead and open up our flaps. And on the inside of our top flap, okay, we're going to write the definition of our word. And what word are we using? What is that word? Evaporation. Good job, Dakota. Alright, so go ahead and open it. Now, what is our definition of evaporation? Remember? We just talked about it. When what heats up?
Sun.
Okay, so when the sun, what does it cool down the water or heat it up?
Heat up.
Okay, heats up the water. And what does it turn into? Or what is this?
Water.
Water, and it turns into a what? Remember the V word.
Vapor.
Fire.
Vapor. Very good. Good job. Heats up the water. Water turns into a vapor. And so that is going to be our definition. So if you could just write that on the top part of your, write small,
On the top.
on the top part. Either left or right, doesn't, however your fold is, just write it on the top. Save room, because beneath we're going to write a sentence. You got it? You can shorten it if you need to. You can say, what can you say? Hot water. You can say hot water turns into a what? Water vapor. Good job. You got it, Ernesto? Over here. You're going to write hot water. Hot. How do you spell hot? Alright, we got it? We're good with it? Okay. Alright, so we're going to use it in a sentence. How can we use evaporation in a sentence?
The sun makes the water heat up and turns into vapor.
of vapor. Okay, that's our definition, but we're going to use the word evaporation in a sentence. So we can say, instead of explaining all of this, we can say the sun evaporates the what?
Water.
The water. Very good. So we're going to use that as our sentence. All right, and so that's going to be our sentence. Okay, so go ahead and write that down on your sentence. Underneath your sentence, on the bottom part. I'm sorry, I didn't explain that. Okay, so on top you should have your definition. Beneath your definition, you're going to have a sentence. All right? That's good. So down here, just write the sentence. Sun evaporates water. Good job, Victoria. You good, Ernesto? You good, Shauna?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got it? Alright, for our picture, for whatever side you have this side, you're going to do it on the opposite. Okay, so for wherever you have space. So Dakota, yours is going to be on the outside flat. Good job. Alright, so remember, what does the evaporation look like? Is the water coming down or going up? Okay, so it's going up. So for our picture, you could draw something sort of like, here's your water, and then you could do little water vapors going up. All right, and then there's your picture. All right, so now that we've done the first one, you guys are going to continue and do all the rest of the words. Okay? Good job. Good, Ben? Doing good? Good. Okay, so now you're going to create your own water cycle, all right? Remember we did it before. Now I'm going to choose one of you to come up to the board and stick them in order. Okay? So, Shauna, if you want to come up and choose which one, let me stick these on the board. Then you can pick and choose which one, what order they go in. All right? Sorry. All right, so now you're going to pick which one you think, what step starts off our water cycle. Go to the picture and you're going to put it in the first space, which is over here. All right, so which one starts off our water cycle? Evaporation, very good. And does the water go up or down?
Up.
And it goes up as water or water vapor? Water vapor, very good. So go ahead and stick your picture. All right, thank you. All right, Dakota, will you come up, please? And you're going to pick this. You're going to tell me what comes next, the second step in the water cycle, and you're going to place it right up here. Sound it out. What does that say? On. Station. So say it again. Condensation. Very good. Now, where are these? Are these going up? Or are they in the sky already?
Inside.
In the sky, and they form a what? What are the white things we see in the sky?
Here.
Starts with a C.
Cloud.
The clouds. Very good. And these are what? After vapor, they turn into what? Water.
Water paper. Job.
Very good. Good job, Dakota. Come on, Ben. Please, sir. That's all right. We'll get in a minute. Don't worry about it. All right, so now we're going to take the one that goes in the third spot. Which one goes in the third spot? Precipitation. Is this it? Which one? I'm sorry. And precipitation is what? The one with the cloud. But what is it when we see when it happens outside? What is that called? Rain. Very good. Can you stick it out there? Can you stick it out there? No. All right. Very good. Thank you, sir. what is that? Can you read that for me? What does that say? Run. Not on, but.
Off.
So it's called what?
One. Off.
Very good. And where does it go? Can you stick that for me, please, sir? Yeah, no, just stick it again. Here you go. Got it? Go ahead and stick it out. Okay, and now can you tell me what we just made? What is this called? The what? Not rock, but
Wing.
water.
Water.
Sorry.
Sky. Cool.
So this is the what?
Water. Sky.
Sorry.
Sky.
Cool.
Cool.
So this is the what?
Water.
Uh-huh.
Sky. Cool.
Motorcycle. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Good job. You guys did really well making your own motorcycle. All right. So now we're going to do a brain pop together. All right.
And this one here is, but it's 6.
Fire solution, flood tubes 1 and 2, incoming.
But this one,
Don't make fun of my
5
hobbies.
years ago,
Mm-hmm.
same
Dear
price.
Tim and Moby,
And,
where does all the water in rain come from? I'm Steven. Well, there's always a certain amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. It comes from the Earth's surface water, like oceans, rivers, and lakes. Water from these sources evaporates, changing from a liquid to a gas. Down here on the ground, you usually can't see the water vapor that's all around us. But higher up in the atmosphere, gaseous water cools down and condenses into clouds. When water molecules in clouds collect into big enough drops, they fall on us as rain. Or as snow, sleet, or hail, depending on the temperature. Water is constantly cycling from land to air and back again. As you might have guessed, this process is known as the water cycle. Scientists study it because water is such an important part of the ecosystem. Every living thing on the planet depends on a clean supply of water. Well, you can think of the water cycle as the Earth's circulatory system. Just like there's a fixed amount of blood circulating through your body, there's a fixed amount of water cycling around, over, and inside our planet. All that water is known as the hydrosphere. The sun is the heart that pumps water around the hydrosphere. Its heat energy breaks the bonds between water molecules, causing them to evaporate from oceans, lakes, rivers, even plants. You're right, water returns to the Earth through precipitation, also known as rain, snow, sleet, and hail. Sometimes, water flows across the surface of the Earth as something called runoff. Runoff adds to the flow of streams and rivers. Or water can soak into the ground in a process called infiltration. Water that's infiltrated the ground is called groundwater. It can stay beneath the surface anywhere from a few days to thousands of years. This groundwater feeds wetlands, lakes, and streams, and supplies us with water for drinking, farming, and lots of other stuff. The water cycle's been going on for billions of years, circulating the same supply of water over and over and over again. The same exact water molecule a dinosaur drank from a pond 100 million years ago could be inside the glass of water you drink today. And check this out. Even though water is constantly moving through the hydrosphere, the amount in any one part of the cycle never changes. Well, take the ocean. It contains about 97% of all the water in the hydrosphere. It loses a huge amount to evaporation every day, but it makes up that same amount from groundwater, precipitation, and rivers. The same goes for other reservoirs or storage places. So, the amount of water in the atmosphere and the amount of water on the Earth's surface stays perfectly balanced all the time. It's kind of like a big, beautiful machine. No, not as beautiful as you.
All right, so now we're going to take the quiz, now that we've seen Brain Pop. All right. Alright, so question number 1. The sum total of all the water on Earth and in the atmosphere is called the what? Do you remember that?
Vapor.
Okay, close. Is it A, biosphere, B, terrasphere, or C, hydrosphere, or D, liquisphere? Which one?
C.
Good job, Dakota. Let's see.
Oh.
All right. Oh, we're going to see at the end. Okay, we'll see our answers at the end. All right, so number 2. Oceans, the atmosphere, and groundwater are all linked in the water cycle. Are they A, nodes, B, sinks, C, reservoirs, or D, stations?
C.
C, reservoirs. Good job, Shauna. All right, 3. Water perpetually cycles from the earth to the atmosphere and back. In the previous sentence, what does perpetually mean? A, constantly, B, frequently, C, occasionally, or D, rarely. How often does the water cycle rotate?
A.
A, constantly. Good job. All right, what effect does the sun have on surface water? Does it cause it to rain or does it cause it to evaporate? Remember our foldable. What is the sun? It heats up the water, and does it go up or down?
Up.
It goes up. And what is that E word we've been talking about?
Evaporation.
Evaporation.
Yeah.
Very good. So the sun causes the water to what? Evaporation. Good job. All right. What is it called when rainwater contributes to the flow of rivers and streams? Is it transformation or runoff?
Runoff.
Runoff. Very good. All right. So you see the 4 pictures. Which of the following options depicts precipitation?
A.
A.
Very good. All right. Which describes condensation? Does steam from a teapot turning into liquid, is that the same? Is that condensation, or liquid being heated turning into steam? Remember condensation, when it's up in the sky, what is it? It's turning into what?
Vapor.
Okay, it goes up as vapor, but what does it turn into?
Rain.
Not a river, but
Water.
water. What? Remember they fall.
Water drops.
Water drops. Very good. So, so when you boil up your when you boil your tea, the steam from the liquid turns into water. Is that the same as condensation?
Yes.
Okay, so our answer would be
D.
D. That was a tough one. Okay. All right, what can you infer from the fact that there is the same amount of water on planet that there was 1 billion years ago? Is it A, the total amount of water on Earth changes over time? Or there will probably be the same amount of water on the planet in 1 billion years from now?
A.
A?
No.
Go ahead.
B.
B, because why? Because the water is constantly what?
Changing.
Cycling.
Sorry.
Good job. That's good job. All right, 2 more. Which reservoir in the water cycle contains the most water? Is it a lake or an ocean?
Ooh, ocean.
Dakota?
Ocean.
Ocean. Very good. All right. And how long do molecules of groundwater stay in the ground? Is it for thousands of years or is it for a few days?
1,000 years.
Very good. All right, let's check our results. And we got 100. Very good. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. Okay, so now you're going to work in partners or pairs, all right? And you're going to do a cut and paste, all right? You all have your scissors and you all have your glue sticks, all right? The 4 words down here we're going to cut out. You're going to paste and place them in whatever step, whatever, where it goes in the water cycle. Is that understood? Okay. Alright, so if you two want to work together, it would be awesome. You can make sure you put your names on it. Here you go, Ernesto. Then will you scoot up here and work with her, or Ernesto, you can come back here, either one, whatever's easiest. You guys are going to work together and cut and taste them, okay? Make sure you put your names on it. Ready, Shanna? Ready?
This one. Condemnation. Condemnation? Go to?
Yeah.
So it goes right here. So we glue it on that.
Okay, alright, so now you're going to work on your paper independently. Alright, so go ahead and put your name and date and go ahead and work on it.
I want to go back and talk.
Okay, alright, so now you're going to do your exit slip and you're going to write the water cycle in paragraph form. You're going to tell me about it using all 4 of the new vocab words we learned today. Alright? Go ahead. To explain the water cycle in your own words, using the words that we learned today. Alright?